Hey, you guys, what's up? It's Jeff Stevens on the bus of Whitesnake, and I don't get to say that every day. I'm here with Joel and Reb from Whitesnake. Fellas, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Joel, good to see you again. I saw you with TSO. I've seen you with Night Ranger, and now you're rocking with Whitesnake.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing set list this year. Such a great lineup, Reb and Tommy Aldridge and David Coverdale, of course. So total honor for me to play this set this year and bring the rock to the fans, man.
Absolutely. Good to see you again. And Reb Beach with Winger for so many years. And we were just discussing that I actually caught you the one time you played with Bon Jovi in 1989.
Yeah, that was a big rock show. Yeah, and I met Cher that night because Richie Sambora was dating Cher.
Little known fact, we didn't know in the audience that Cher was there.
I said something really stupid to her. She was talking about her son, and it was Greg Allman's son as well.
Right.
And she said he has rock and roll genes. And I said, I have rock and roll genes because they had cuts in them, just like her genes. and Cher looked at me and just, like I was an idiot. And that she didn't even respond.
Oh. Not even a response? At least give you something.
Like I was a jerk.
Well,
she was really sweet, though. She was really nice.
She was sweet, even though she was thinking...
kidding look, like,
okay.
Really?
Really? Well, it's so cool that you guys have this storied career, and now you guys are both playing together with Whitesnake. I would have to think that probably every night is a bit of a new experience, and is it fun just watching everybody sing along with all the songs?
Yeah, especially this year. I mean, if you're a Whitesnake fan, this is like the dreams that you've been waiting for, and we've got really cool openers out here too with Whitford St. Holmes. I mean, to have like two more legends in the fold, like who are opening. I mean, it's like it's an amazing experience for me, man, to have so many guys who've had such great careers around to pick their brains and learn from, and I no complaints, man. This is great for me.
Yeah. So before you joined the band. Because you have been I've seen you with Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Night Ranger and Rock of Ages, which we talked about. What was the Whitesnake jam that you just were like, dude, that is the song, before you were in the band?
I don't know if I ever had that. I mean, I don't look at music necessarily that way. Okay. For me, it's like looking at an opportunity to play this catalog where, like, really it has some of the best riffs ever, which is Reb and I both love playing rhythm together and just get off on that. So I mean, that alone, just playing these songs is worth the experience and to be a part of this great lineup. I mean, it's like just all laughs on our bus, man. Everybody's cool in this lineup. We all get along. David's happy. Things are going well, man. It's rock and roll bliss right now.
That's nice. You love to hear that when bands are having fun. And of course, Reb, we were talking about the Winger days. Pretty much started hearing from you guys in 88, 89, and you're still with Winger, and of course kind of going back and forth with Winger and Whitesnake.
Yeah, Winger, luckily for me, works their schedule around Whitesnake's. And Whitesnake generally takes a year, plays a year, and then takes a year off. They've been changing it around a little bit, and it's still working out. We'll see what David does next year, and if he doesn't do it next year, then Winger will hit it. Which is super cool. But, just to add, this greatest hits thing is so cool for me because I've done a bunch of tours now, 13 years now with Whitesnake, and I've never played all the hits. With any band I've been in, Dokken or Alice Cooper, there's always new stuff or some old song that nobody knows, and people turn around and go to the bathroom or they take a break or whatever. Yeah, now they're just singing every word to every song. The big song for me is Still of the Night, I think, and same with Steve Vai when he joined the band. Apparently, the first thing he said was, "When do we play Still of the Night?"
Right. And David, of course, I'll never forget the first time I heard that on the radio. I thought, wow, who is this dude singing this song? Right?
That was the song for me. When I heard that on the radio, I rushed out and bought the album and said, right. No one sings like this guy. Right. Not since Dio has have you heard someone sing like that.
Now, did Winger ever play with Whitesnake back in the day?
No, we never did. Interesting. That is interesting. I don't know why either.
I had a bad experience with a girlfriend headed for a heartbreak. Is that something I should tell you?
It's a perfect song for that. I want it to be a ketchup commercial, like with a southern twist, kind of like, headed for a heartbreak.
I think Luke Bryan's going to do that, actually, so that's a great idea.
There's no more ketchup left in the bottle. Just anything to get us on TV, like that. The Final Countdown, Europe. They got to have that Geico commercial. I'm so jealous, I want to be on a commercial.
You're right. Geico, look into Winger. There's some great songs in that catalog. Can't get enough. I always love that one, too.
Oh, that's a fun one. Actually, Michael Bay directed that video, the huge, Ninja Turtle director.
Yeah, right.
Well, Armageddon director, Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy doing videos back in the day?
No. I didn't. Headed for Heartbreak, we stood in a pool of water for 12 hours. I hated it. Yeah, and you're not plugged in, but you're pretending you're playing, and oh my God, Kip got so much flack for look at him, he's dancing, he's not even playing his bass, and it's like his bass isn't even plugged in. What the heck are you talking about?
You hear so many stories about bands that absolutely hated the video aspect.
Horrible. It's not what we do, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Joel, what was do you recall the first song you ever learned? You guys are both just amazing guitar players. Do you recall what was the first song you learned on guitar?
Yeah, Paranoid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And how about you, Reb?
Wait a second. The first song I ever learned, it was Molly Hatchet. The first one, Dreams I'll Never See, the first song on the first album of Molly Hatchet.
See, you're both learning stuff about each other now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's electric guitar.
On the electric.
Rocky Raccoon on acoustic. Oh, I started on acoustic.
Okay.
I was a piano player. I was going to be I wanted to be Elton John. Wow. So, I learned all Elton John songs. And then when I got the electric guitar at 15, that's when I learned Molly Hatchet.
And you said you started playing at 11?
I think I was 11. Yeah, my parents had me doing the classical thing when I was really young. They're both classical musicians, so I was playing cello I think when I was 3 or 4, and piano when I was 7. I was terrible though. I mean, I knew like old MacDonald had a farm. Don't picture anything like amazing. And I just wanted to be a baseball player at that age, and then it was really hearing AC/DC. I think at the age of 11, that I was like, I heard Back in Black. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, music is actually pretty cool. I want to do this. Right. I begged for my first electric, and thankfully, I had a teacher who taught me nothing but songs in the beginning, and that was so inspiring, man. I mean, it was like every week I'd go in and he'd teach me a song, and he wouldn't write it out in any kind of notation for me, so if you didn't practice really hard immediately after you left the lesson, it was gone, You couldn't wait till the next day. I always thought what a great teaching method that was, because it made you practice, otherwise you just wasted the money to learn the song, so
that's
yeah.
Good. Yeah. So, kids, if you're watching at home, remember the lesson that we're learning.
He knows the songs better than I do. I mean, it's really interesting working with Joel because he is so good at learning song. He's very regimented, and he's a really responsible guy. And so he came in, and he knew the parts. I'm the music director, and he knew the parts even better than I did. Like, he learned all the minute details. If something changed just a little bit on the second verse than of the first verse, he would say, "Hey, just so you know, this is different." and so you know what? He kind of started getting me into it. So now me and him are kind of into it together. We both go, well, it actually does this a little different on the second time, and like we're both like really into learning it now, exactly like it was back then. It's kind of like a fun game that we play now. Nice. So it's great.
Well, there's obviously mutual respect between you two, because it would probably be pretty easy in a band that's this big with careers as storied as both of you have had, that some egos might come in every once in a while, but it looks like there's mutual respect here, at least for the camera.
No. Oh my God. No, Joel and I work really well together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. This whole lineup, man, it's a really good blend of guys like Reb and Tommy, who have really been the foundation of this band for a long time, and newer guys like myself and our keyboard player Michele, who are just really enthused about it all and looking at it all, like puppy dog's eyes, all excited about everything here. So it's a great mixture we have, and the main thing is humor, man. It's like truly like the funniest bunch of guys. Our bus is like, we're crying laughing every night. Our bass player Michael Devin is one of, not only an amazing bass player, but he is one of the funniest guys you'll ever be around or be in a band with.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, you guys should come on the bus. Really, you should.
Okay, it's a done deal. We'll be here.
We will have you dying, but it can't be on video though, unfortunately.
Well, yes. Nor can the pillows in here. We can't even put the pillows on video, you guys. Real quick, Joel, will you spend any more time with TSO or Night Ranger, something like that down the road? Are you going back to Rock of Ages?
Well, I have no idea. I mean, Rock of Ages closed on Broadway, so not really. Yeah, I wouldn't want to travel with that. That was just perfect because it was in my hometown. And Night Ranger, obviously, as soon as I joined Whitesnake, it was just going to be way too much in terms of a schedule conflict. But I never rule anything out down the road. And TSO, I'd still really like to be a part of. I mean, we'll see where that ends up this winter tour. But I never really wanted to stop doing that. I had a schedule conflict last year, but we'll see how that works out moving forward.
Joel and Reb, thank you so much for the time. Great to meet you guys. Can't wait to see the show tonight. It's Whitesnake, the Greatest Hits Tour at the Rose Music Center in Huber Heights. Thanks, guys.